Hi, the internet. Welcome to the What Else Show. I'm your host, Robert. This is Bethany.
Hi, internet.
And today we've got a brand new What Else Show for you. Bethany, what else are we talking about today?
Today we are talking about the first episode of Cheers.
That's right, the first episode of Cheers, starring Ted Danson and Shelley Long.
Yes.
Debuted on NBC September 30th, 1982.
1982.
Whew,
Were you even born yet?
I wasn't even born yet. You were 45 years old. Cheers ran for 11 seasons. That's 275 episodes.
That's a lot.
That's so many
That's
episodes.
a lot. Yeah.
And the last episode aired May 20th, 1993.
Mm-hmm.
So like 10 years. 10 years
Wow.
of 11 years of episodes.
Such an iconic show.
Yeah. I remember watching Cheers. It was both on television, new episodes, and in syndication. I used to fall asleep watching Cheers.
It was one of those,
Yeah.
Yeah, it was one of those where it was like you could watch different episodes like simultaneously. It was really weird, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, because it was on for so long.
Cheers was so famous, people forget that Cheers was like Seinfeld before Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Like Friends before Friends. It was the show.
So such an iconic show.
Yeah, but I feel like people don't talk about it.
No, they don't talk about it enough. And Ted Danson is amazing. Like
Ted Danson's still alive.
Yeah, he's amazing. And yeah, I loved this show, but I had never seen probably almost the entire first season. So obviously never saw the first episode.
Yeah, I can't remember ever seeing this episode.
Never saw the first episode. So that's why we watched it, because we both watched the show, but we've just never ever seen it from its inception, from the beginning.
Should we get into what happens in this first episode?
Yes.
So in the first episode of Cheers, it doesn't even take place in a bar. It actually takes place in an aquarium. That's not true. Takes place in a bar. They were right on the money with the first episode.
I was like, what are you talking about? I don't understand. Yeah.
So Cheers opens up. Cold open.
Cold open. Yes.
Sam Malone.
Sam Malone
is in the
so roguishly handsome.
Is in the bar, right?
Yeah.
A young man walks in. He's probably about 14 years old. He walks in and orders a beer.
Yeah, obviously like underage.
Yeah. So so it doesn't go well for him. Sam knows he's a little kid. He doesn't give him a beer. Talks to him about like Vietnam War. It's just jokey back and forth.
Yeah.
That goes on, and then we cut to the intro.
Yes.
Iconic intro. I don't think they ever changed the intro.
Very iconic intro. One thing I noticed on this watch, I never noticed it before, maybe because I was like too young and I wasn't really paying attention. So I thought the intro was just pictures like through history, like old pictures, but it's the history of the bar. It's all.
I never even noticed that. Yes. I didn't notice that this watch.
I paid very close attention this time. First time I've seen the intro in decades, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's not just periods of time through history with people socializing in a bar and drinking. It's about that specific bar. It's about bar. Cheers.
Wow, I didn't know that. When I was
really, really neat.
When I was a little kid, I thought they were pictures of the people in the show. Like drawn like to be old timey.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
Yeah. I think I kind of still thought that until I watched it and like, oh, those aren't people in the show at all.
Yeah.
The song, iconic.
Iconic song. Yeah. Very iconic.
It doesn't exactly
everybody knows the theme song.
Explain the show like, oh, this is this is
the neighborhood bar.
Sam and he runs the bar. And it doesn't do that.
Yeah,
exactly
it doesn't
that I'm looking for, but
it's just a song.
Yeah, it's just a song.
Yeah.
I'm really waiting for one of those. Enough about the intro.
Enough.
The intro's great.
The intro's great.
Mm-hmm. Sam is there watching the bar, and Diane, Shelley Long, walks in with her boyfriend. They're trying to catch a plane to Barbados so that they can get married.
Yes.
I can't remember the boyfriend's name. Shelton?
No.
Sherton? It's like a name that nobody actually has.
It's a really weird name.
Sovereign?
It was really, really weird. Yeah, because he's supposed to be like some college hoity-toity college professor.
I think it begins with an S. I don't remember.
It does begin with an S.
We can't go back.
Yeah.
They go into the bar, and he's got to go to visit his ex-wife to get a ring.
Yes, he's trying to get...
It's his grandmother's ring?
His grandmother's ring for Diane.
So that Diane can have it when they get married.
Yeah.
So he leaves Diane at the bar, tells Sam to keep an eye on her.
Yes.
Which is weird.
Yes. And she's real uptight.
Yeah. Diane's real uptight. Scholarly uptight.
Yes. Real, kind of high strung.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thinks that Sam and the bar people are beneath her.
Yes. And
Coach shows up. They have Coach in this episode, episode 1, instead of Woody.
Yes.
Yeah. Woody Harrelson comes in later. This is Coach right now. He used to coach Sam Malone on the Red Sox.
Yes.
Yeah. He used to be his coach. Sam used to be a pitcher.
Yes.
A good relief pitcher.
Yes.
Coach says the best. Coach is kind of absent-minded or kind of quirky.
Yes.
He takes things like literally, and
it's adorable.
Wrong.
Yeah. Really likable character.
Norm walks into the bar, recurring customer.
Yeah. And of course, everybody goes, Norm.
Afternoon, everybody. Norm!
Okay, so I missed Carla coming into
Carla.
Into she gets to work a little bit late. I don't know how early she was supposed to be there, but Coach just got there too.
Yeah. And Carla just storms right in.
I'm usually very punctual. You don't like it? That's fine, because this ain't such a great job to begin with. I'm going to change.
It's a real fun scene, and they tell you a lot about the character as soon as they get there.
Yes.
Yeah, so Carla explains like a lot about her character, how she's a single mother.
4 kids.
Yeah. Right away.
There's this ongoing conversation about the football draft. And so that's kind of the thread that ties all these different characters together. Every single one of them walks in talking about the football draft. So Coach starts it.
Linebacker, they got Sam a linebacker.
I don't know, Coach. I've seen a good linebacker turn a whole team around.
Yeah, me too.
And that's the big joke with Coach, is that Coach comes in and says one thing about the football draft, then every person he talks to, he basically changes his mind as soon as they say something.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like they're right.
Yeah, he flip-flops like, oh, yeah, you're right.
They're up to their ears in linebackers.
You know, that's true. They do have a lot of linebackers.
I say that new linebacker's going to put him in the Super Bowl.
You know, you probably do that.
Is this where they
like
talk about Sam being an alcoholic? That's why he doesn't pitch anymore? Sam mentions that he used to have a problem with alcohol, and he mentions that he does not have a problem with alcohol anymore. And then Diane's like, why do you have a bar if you don't have a problem with alcohol anymore? And he's like, well, I bought it when I did have a problem with alcohol.
Yeah.
And he's just keeping on to it for sentimental reasons.
Yes, he says sentimental reasons. Yep.
But we don't really know what those sentimental reasons are.
No, they don't mention it.
I don't know if I ever know.
Yep. And there's another running joke, too. Sam keeps telling everybody that Diane is a prostitute.
Could you not discuss my private life with everyone that comes in?
What would you like me to tell him?
I don't care.
She's a hooker.
Yes, he said that early on because she didn't want
early in the episode.
She didn't want him explaining like her situation, how she's waiting to get the ring to go to Barbados.
Blah blah blah. The fiance's name is Sumner. About that time, Sumner comes back, and he does not have the ring. So at this point, he was gone for a while.
And he was like thinking about getting back with his ex-wife, right? He tells Diane something to the effect of like,
I'm so confused.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do.
And she has to reassure him that, come with me.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
come with me. Let's go get married.
Let's just go get married. So they're having that conversation. And then Sumner's ex-wife calls the bar and says, apparently says, go ahead and come get the ring. So Sumner leaves again, and Diane is trying to remind him, we have a plane to catch. And so he's telling her like, hey, just call, reschedule the flight, blah, blah, blah. So she's sitting at the bar. She's waiting for him to come back. The bar eventually is like empty.
Yeah.
There's nobody there.
Sam tells Diane that he's going to go to Barbados with the ex-wife, and Diane doesn't believe him.
She picks up her stuff. She tells Sam, let Sumner know that I went home. if he, when he comes back, let me know. And she's adamant that Sam is wrong, that Sumner is not going to go to Barbados with his ex-wife. Like, that's not going to happen. He's just running late. So she picks up her stuff. She starts to leave and she realizes she never called to reschedule the reservation. So she picks up the phone to call to reschedule the reservation.
But somebody that's already on the flight.
They have already...
2 people.
Left. Mr. and Mrs. Sumner have already left. And so...
Sumner is his first name.
Whatever.
That's why it's weird, Bethany.
You're right. So he and his ex-wife did go to Barbados, just like Sam predicted. And so she's there, like, heartbroken. She doesn't know what she's going to do. She's talking about her job prospects and I'm very educated, blah, blah, blah. She's got a lot of options. And Sam's like, what can you do? And she's basically like, nothing.
Yeah.
And so he offers her a job.
Yeah. I mean, he offered her a job first, and she was kind of indignant, like, why would I work here?
Yes.
And then she goes into her job prospects, and then he's like, you can't do anything. And she's like, oh, yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah.
And then she ends up working there. Because we cut to the next scene where she's got her first day on the job, and she's helping these guests of the bar, and she sits down and tells her their whole story about why she's working in the bar.
Yes.
But we end up finding out
she's got this philosophical, like,
reasoning for why she's working in the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they don't speak English.
Yes.
Yeah, we find that out, and that's where the show ends.
And that's where it ends. Yes.
That's it. That's the show.
That was the first episode 1 of Cheers.
I thought it was really good.
It was really good.
The whole thing
was so good.
Plays out in the bar. So it's kind of like a stage play.
Kind of.
Yeah. Because they don't change the set. They're a little generous with the laugh track. Not crazy though.
It felt like the humor held up.
The humor definitely holds up.
Held up. It was really funny, and had I watched the first episode of Cheers, I would have wanted to watch the entire series.
Yeah, I feel like that first episode, they really let you know what's going on in the show, and
very quickly.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. It was
I might
really
even
good.
watch some episodes.
I know, right?
If I wasn't watching so much
that
stuff
good,
now,
guys.
I would definitely be on it. Did we mention that we watched on Hulu? It's on Hulu.
It's on Hulu. You can watch it on Hulu.
Yeah.
Yes. It's great. The chemistry between Sam and Diane and Sam and Carla and Sam and Coach. I mean, it's just...
The chemistry is great.
The chemistry's great.
One thing I did notice is Diane has messed up bottom teeth. She probably got those fixed for Brady Bunch or whatever. Shelley Long? Brady Bunch? The Brady Bunch movie? She was the mom?
Oh, the movie. Oh, okay. I was like... What are you talking about?
No,
okay.
She wasn't the mom in the Brady Bunch.
Okay. That's why I was confused.
Lawrence Henderson.
That's hence my confusion.
God, Bethany.
That's why I was so confused. Like, what are you talking about? Okay. So anyway, it's on Hulu. You can stream it. What else is there to say?
I don't know. What was the highlight of the show for you?
The highlight of the show for me was when Sam was walking through the bar. It's at the very, very beginning of the episode. So they do like the cold open, and the show is just... like the show just starts, and he's walking through the bar and he's touching like the wainscoting and he's kind of like admiring the bar. And I just loved that so much, because when he talks later about his sentimental reasons for having the bar, it just really kind of like made sense, like why he was kind of like admiring it. He seems very proud of it. I loved that moment where he was just like,
it's a nice looking bar.
Like, it was great. Yeah.
Yeah. I like that bar.
Yeah.
The highlight for me, I guess, would be when we were first introduced to Carla.
Oh gosh.
Because she's just like full of energy.
Like,
and she just
in your face.
Does a yelling monologue all the way till she gets her apron, until she comes out. So I think that was the highlight for me. Any low points?
Can't think of a single one.
Diane's teeth. Her teeth. Bethany was distracting.
I think you're just fixating.
She's on.
Low point. Her fiance's name.
Sumner.
It's a ridiculous name. It's a really weird name.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I guess so. I guess you're right.
Yeah. It was so unmemorable, obviously, and really odd name.
It's very memorable, Bethany. It was memorable being weird.
Okay.
Do we rate these shows? How do we do these? We don't rate them, huh?
No, we don't rate them. We just recommend or not recommend.
Yeah.
This is a recommend.
This is a definite recommendation.
Watch it on Hulu.
Yeah.
It's great. Yeah.
Either you've seen all the episodes or you've seen none of the episodes. It's fun. Maybe you miss it. Maybe you don't. I don't know. I just thought that first episode was really good. One of the best first episodes we've done.
Yes.
I think it
absolutely
hits right away on what the structure of the show is and what the show is going to be. That was great.
Very quickly sets it all up, and like I'm ready to watch more episodes of Cheers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we leave?
Yeah, take us out.
Thanks for watching, Internet. You can follow the show on Twitter at What Else Show or also on Instagram at The What Else Show. Please like, subscribe, and share on YouTube. And that's it. Bye, Internet.
Bye, Internet. Do you really want me to give you a history lesson right now?
Nope, I'm going to cut all this out.
Cut it all out.